So, like, you know, one of my corrections guards walks up, like, yo, you need to knock that the fuck off. Are you complying? I'm like, no, fuck you, I ain't compliant. I would, like, bring it on, motherfuckers. Like, I want to shot these riot motherfuckers. Like, I want to go pig hunting. So they're like, all right. So they call a fucking riot, whatever, the riot team to come get me. And, like, during this time, I get my shampoo, and I'm taking the initiative from the guy earlier. I'm gonna fucking put shampoo all over the ground so they slip and fall, and then all over me so I'm slippery. While I'm, like, about to do it, I look up in the window, I see the sergeant, my homie, right? So he's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Comes in my cell, sits down, and I'm like, break down, start crying to him. I'm like, dude, I've been lied to this entire fucking time. Like, in court, they told me, like, they want to do these tests on me, and if I pass these tests and do everything I need to do, then I'll be released, and then they sent me here for 30 fucking days. And 30 days turned into, you have to get your level 4, and I didn't even get to move for fucking 2 months, and now I'm finally fucking here, and I'm doing what I need to fucking do, and they tell me I'm gonna get out, and I get so fucking excited to be with my family because my fucking grandpa died since I've been in jail, and, like, fucking now I'm, like, still fucking stuck here. And he's like, all right, man, but this isn't the way to get out of here, bro. Like, you need to do what you need to do, bro. Like, you can't fight everybody. Like, yeah, it sucks, and I'm sorry that this is happening to you, but you're in the belly of the beast, bro, and all you can do is flow with the flow of the intestines until we shit you out of here. Whether you like it or not, man, you're a criminal. You did something to, you know, to fuck up, you know, and I like you, dude, and I don't want to see you go down a bad path. Just stop. So he calms me down. I'm like, all right. So he cuffs me up, and he takes me to fucking segregation, which is a big padded cell. I'm in there butt naked for 24 hours. All I can do is sleep and think. So I sleep, I think. I'm like, whatever, man. Gotta do what I gotta do. So more time passes, you know, fucking just doing schooling and shit like that. Going through the notions, just counting down the days. It just seems like it lasts forever, man. And I just get used to it. Fuck it, I'm here. I'm still counting down the days, though. The sunshine's coming, zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. I'm getting out of jail in 20 more days, 19 more days, 18 more days, 17 more days, 16 more days. Getting out of jail in 2 more weeks. And I'm just keep going down the line, dude. And eventually, like, I hit my level 4, which means I'll get my fucking parole hearing, and I finally get it heard, like, get it scheduled and stuff. Like, yes, dude. You know, time at that moment just kept dragging. Like, my last week there was hell, man. So there we were, the last night, my final night there. I can't sleep. I'm so excited. I already have everything packed up. Had it packed up for 2 days that I'm just going to put it in my bag and walk out the front door. You know, I've been practicing my whole parole hearing, all the questions they're going to ask me and stuff like that. I have my clothes all ironed out so I look presentable to a certain degree. And yeah, the fucking day comes. I wake up. I'm super excited. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. I'm getting out of jail, and today's the day. So I go through my, you know, normal everyday life, except I refused breakfast, I refused lunch, because fuck that, I'm going to be on the outside, I'm going to be eating, right? So my parole hearing comes, my parents are there, we go in, do what I got to do. They talk about, you know, my violations and stuff that I wasn't, you know, adhering to the conduct and different things like that. They get testimony from my caseworker and, like, you know, this and that. The sergeant put in a good word for me. The, you know, warden's asking me questions. I stand up, give my little spiel, this and that, you know. I sit down, and the warden's like, okay, we're going to go ahead and grant you parole. So I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. The nightmare's over. Mama, I'm coming home, son. So from there, I put on skinny jeans for the first time, and it felt so fucking weird. Put on normal clothes, take my sack, I get out of there. We walk out the gate, yo. And it was this weirdest feeling, because for the past 9 months, all I've had around me was fence. And now when I'm walking out, I just open everything. This is my first little taste of freedom. We jump in the car. I call all my family and tell them, yo, I'm out, you know, call my grandma, my sister, call, you know, my aunties, my cousins and all them. And like, I'm out. So my mom's like, you hungry? I'm like, bro, you bet I'm fucking hungry. She's like, okay, we're gonna go to the mall, we're gonna buy you some clothes, like we're gonna get you something to eat, like sweet. So we walk into the mall, the air conditioning hits me. I smell all the smells from all the different types of food around me. I grab like literally McDonald's, pizza, fucking Dairy Queen, like all this shit, dude. Just a heart attack in one giant fucking meal. And I just start wafting it down, I'm eating it. And like everything around me is happening. You know, I'm seeing all these people, you know, teenagers meeting up with their friends, old couples, you know, shopping for their grandkids and families and newborn babies, and everything's going on around me. Everyone's on their own personal journey. And I'm like, damn, bro, the world really just kept moving while I was in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, just thought back, like, I woke up in a prison cell today. And like, here I am. I'm right back in the mix, dude. This is amazing. I go home, I take a shit on a real toilet for the first time, and like, dude, that itself was incredible. Instead of like the of the toilet, it was the nice, you know, instead of a fucking civil rights fire hose firing at me while I took a shower, it was a nice Amazon trickle. I laid in my bed, I went to sleep, and I had this dream, just like my first fucking episode. I had this dream that everything I'm experiencing in real life was a dream, and I woke up in my cell, and I'm back in the prison, and none of that was real, and I'm stuck, and I'm fucked, and I'm like, god damn it, dude. I woke up and I'm fucking sweating, and like, I had to reassure myself of where I was, walked into the bathroom, washed my face. It's like, all right, tried to go back to sleep, and I couldn't sleep because it was just too comfortable. Like, that's a fucking thing, dude. Like, I was just too comfortable. I was so used to the mat and then like the hard slab of concrete that you sleep on, and like, it was just hard to sleep for those fucking days. Now again, I was only on fucking parole for 3 days because I was turning 18, and whenever it changes from 17 to 18, you're legally adult. There's nothing they can do. So for those last 3 days of me being on the outside, I was on parole. So all I did was hang out at my house, which is fine by fucking me. Chilled out, relaxed. The day before my birthday, February 27th, all my family came down to have like a birthday fucking dinner party for me, and they ruined it, basically. Like, everyone was fighting with each other. This is the first time I've seen my family, been able to be with my family as a free man while, you know, so since I've been locked up and stuff. And like, everyone's just fighting and hating each other and crying, and I'm like, whatever. Fuck it, dude. We ate at Olive Garden, went back, and I went to, like, was just laying there in bed. I had gotten a phone within those few days, so I'm just sitting there texting friends, and I get this text message from somebody. And I'm like, they're asking me, is this Icky? I'm like, yeah, who's this? This is Audrey, which is this girl that I used to have a thing with in high school. I'm like, all right, what's up, dude? She's like, yo, you're really out of jail? Like, what happened? Like, I heard this, I heard that. So I started giving her the rundown and stuff like that. Now, it's about 11:30 at night. She's like, well, do you want to come over and cuddle? I've been fucking a rubber glove for the past 7 months. Yeah, I do. She's like, okay, where are you at? I'm like, I'm on the corner of Hoffman and McKenna. She's like, okay, I'll come over right now. I'm like, all right, sweet. So all I did was throw some shoes on and start walking out the door, and I realized, wait a minute, it's 11:40. I'm not officially free until 12. So I text her back, like, no, come in 20 minutes. She's like, okay. So now I'm just sitting there waiting. Time's passing by. 12 o'clock hits. I walk out the front door. Officially a free man. Oh yeah. I walk into my street, walking down. I go into the middle of the road, and I stare at the night sky. Staring back at me is a infinite network of vast stars. This fucking moon is staring down at me, brighter than I've ever seen it. At that moment, I screamed as loud as I can. Free at last. Free at last. Thank God Almighty, I'm free at last. The end. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed this Icarus Storytime series. I'm forever your fearless leader. Until next time, folks, peace, love, and smoke DM.